So you're 18, 19, 20 years old. You're living at home with your mom, your dad, your grandparents, your uncles and aunts. It don't matter who you're living with, right? But you like, damn, man, Ralph, man, I want to make some money. First thing you got to understand, right? There's only 4 ways you can make money. First way is what we all did. Someone's still doing it today. You got to get a job. Well, no matter what job you got to get a job. That's the first way you can make some money, right? Second way is either you're selling something, right? It don't matter what you sell. It can be flowers, selling shirts, video games, electronics, it don't matter. Third thing is providing a service, right? So you might be somebody that's good at graphic design, video editing. You could cook, cleaning services, whatever it is. Providing a service to somebody, that's another way you can make money. The last way you can make money is to basically invest in something, right? Whether it's like a property or a project or a brand, and you expect to get a return. There's only 4 ways to really make money. I mean, these are the only ways I know. If it's another way, let me know down in the comments. So before we get to trying to build money and, you know, have more money to our names and shit like that, you got to understand what is at stake, right? When you're on your grind, to get to that 6-figure mark or whatever, you're trying to make $50 to $100 in profit, whatever you're trying to do. I would say it's very, very simple. It's not easy. It's very, very simple to succeed in life, to make extra money. Like, yeah, there's some money right here. This shit look cool and all that other shit, right? But we're not really talking about that. First thing you got to understand is the mindset, right? Once you understand the mindset and the discipline, you will be okay, because a lot of people, when they get money, they don't understand how they're supposed to act, right? Think about the time when you never had no money, right? You know how it was. You don't want to spend unnecessary cash to go out. You know, somebody will, hey, damn, man, you can let me get $20. No, I can't do it. You got to have the same mindset when you start getting money, because a lot of people, when they get money, they want to spend unnecessary money, just like when people get their taxes. What do people always do when they get their taxes, right? First thing they want to do, right? They want to buy things with their money that they think they need. No. Buying an outfit, buying a pair of shoes every other week, that's not ideal. When you want to come up, you feel me, to get to 100 bands, bro, you got to have sacrifice. You know what I call that shit? I always talk about this shit. I call that shit survival mode. We saving up all our money, right? We not going out eating all the time, because when you go out a lot, you eat out a lot, but you spend a lot of money. Like me, I eat out every day. That's the type of lifestyle I own. But when you own some, getting your bread up, getting your mind right, you're not focusing on, oh, I'm gonna go buy this dumbass Xbox, these dumbass games, these dumbass shoes. No, we trying to cuff our bread so we can have enough money to build it up, because it's not just about saving money. Once you get to a certain amount of income, then now you got to start taking little by little. So say you got $5,000, right? From this $5,000, we got to see how can we turn this $5,000 into a profit. I ain't saying go invest in some dumbass shit and just be irresponsible with your investing and try to flip your bread. I'm saying do it little by little. Try to see, okay, you know what? I got $5,000. Let's see if I could take $500 and turn that shit to a profit. It don't matter what the profit is. The profit could be $50, but you got more than you had, you know, a minute ago. A minute ago, you had $500. Now you got $550. So a lot of times when people get money, first thing they want to do, right? They want to be comfortable. In life, you got to learn how to go through sacrifice and learn how to be uncomfortable. Sometimes, bro, you just gotta thug that shit out. Like me, bro, I had a 2002 Honda Accord, no bumper, because the only thing I always believed in was I need to rack 100 bands. This was my main goal, my main focus. I didn't care about spending unnecessary money on anything. My goal was to rack 100 bands. I didn't care about no car, how I look, none of that shit. You know I rap no haircut gang. I got a haircut right now, but my gang of the shit I rap is no haircut gang. I ain't getting no haircut till I make 20 racks. When I make 20 to 30 racks, that's when I get a haircut and profit. You get what I'm saying? But that's just me. We gotta crawl before we could walk, and we gotta walk before we could run. This is what I've been doing for the last 5 years. It was kind of hard, you know what I'm saying? I struggled and struggled and struggled. Then I started to understand how life is supposed to be lived. So, $0 to $100,000. You know how much discipline you gotta have to get to $100,000? But listen, I'm not talking about making $100,000. To make $100,000 is very, very simple. Like I said, you need to sell something, right? I'm gonna throw this number at y'all right quick, right? You see this number? $109,500, right? How do we get to this number? All you need to do is make $300 every day. How do we do this? We need to sell some shit, no matter what it is. Now, me, I like high ticket items, right? I like iPhones, MacBooks. I like high in demand items. Right now, the iPhone 14 Pro Max is sold out. It's not in the store and everything. So what we need to do, we need to get 10 people to give us $30. That's it. If that's too hard, fuck that. If that's too hard, we need to do this. We need to get 20 people to give us 15. If that's too hard, you need 40 people to give you $7.50. So when you're on the grind to $0 to $100,000, typically 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, only thing y'all need to be doing, right? You need to be staying with your mama and your daddy as long as you can, bro. For my fellas, for my young king, I'm gonna be real with you now, man. I ain't gonna try to sugarcoat, man. Don't get mad at me because I ain't gonna sugarcoat. Listen, man. The only reason why you want to move out your mama house, right, It's because you want to have some sex with some women, man. I know, man. I know, because it doesn't make any sense to me, right? This is how we gonna come up. This is the sacrifice we gotta go through, bro. We gotta deal with mama's shit for a minute just so we can get that bag. Just because you living with your mama and you 23, 24, 25 years old, it ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Do you understand? When you get out the crib, it ain't no coming back, bro. You can't come back. So rack your money up. You feel me? I'm gonna be 100 with you. I was living with my mama to the age of 26. I said, I don't care, judge me. The only reason why I moved out my mama's house, because my mom and my dad was getting divorced. In the divorce agreement, it said the house must be sold. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I probably still would have been living with my mama, but I can't say that because me and my brother, we don't really get along like that. You know, just fuck shit to me. But I ain't gonna talk about that. I was living with my mama, bro, for a minute. Even though I used to be giving her bread and shit. I'd give her like 800, 900 a band sometimes. But it's not the same. It's not the same when you're living by yourself. Because look, when you're living by yourself, you got to pay all the bills. It's a lot of stuff that you got to do, bro. Is you really worth that? Or you could just knuckle up, do what your mama say, do what your daddy say. If you want to just, you know, take a little mini vacay, you can do that. But it's to stay with your mom and your dad, bro, as long as you can, so you can get that bag, bro. I promise, bro. Let's just say this, right? I'm living at home with my mom and my dad, Ralph, right? Big Ralphie. I'm only making $30,000 a year. So you're making 30 grand a year, right? You don't have no car note. But listen, let's just say if you do have a car note, because the majority of the time, I already told y'all, don't get no fucking car. But majority of y'all still gonna want to get a car because some of y'all have an ego and you gonna take time to grow. But let's just say you live at home with your mom and your dad. You make $2,500 a month. $2,500 a month divided by 2. That's $1,250. From that $2,500 a month, right? Let's just say you got a car note. So it's take away $500. I'm going to do the way if you don't have no car note. And this is why you shouldn't have a car note. Because a car note is going to fuck you up. I'm telling you. So that's $2,000 a month, right? And let's just say you want to go out for your monthly expenses going out on your personal self. You spend another $500. And let's just say I ain't take out the insurance. You got to pay insurance on your whip. Like, I'm going to just say, since I did $500 car note, let's just say we add an extra $100 for that shit. $600 for car insurance and car note, right? So you have $1,400 left. It ain't no way in hell you can't save this shit, bro. That's $16,800 in 1 year. You cannot tell me you cannot be able to say that, bro. Let's probably go more realistically. I'm just giving you $30,000 because I know that's obtainable now in today's society. When I was like 18, 19, 20 years old, I was never making $18, $20 an hour. Let's just say you making $2,000 a month. But let's just say, right, you ain't got no car note, right? Let's just say you are one of those people who really want to grind and succeed, right? We already did the $30,000 what this motherfucker made, right? Let's just say for the first year, from that $2,000 a month that you get, you only spending $300. So that's $1,700. $1,700 times 12, $20,400, right? You have to have, I'm talking about, bro, you have to really be on some, I'm not spending no money. And look, if you living at home with your peoples, it's going to be cheaper anyways. Different people live in different situations. So some people, parents help them out drastically. Like they don't even ask for no money. They just happy that their child has a job and they are developing independence. That's some parents love that shit by their kids. I know parents that as soon as their kid get 18 and they start to get some money, they start to be like, oh man, you know I need, you know, that light bill. What the hell? I would never understand this about some parents, right? They got some parents out here, bro. Just because you start to get a bag for yourself, they gonna try to come in between your bag. A parent is supposed to help their child. This is not a fucking opportunity parent. Oh, I need this. Bro, whether you like it or not, you gonna have to pay that shit regardless. And at the end of the day, when your children have jobs and shit like that, they not even in the crib like that. That shit ain't cool. They trying to do better for themselves so they can get out your house in the long run. You want to be like, oh, I need that money. Man, you should be ashamed of yourself. But anyways, that was that, man. You can definitely save, bro. You can save 20 grand in a month. If you can make that type of bread, I'm telling you, bro. I would just say this. Save 95% of the money you make. Only spend money on the bills. Now listen, I'm not going to say how much money, because some people going to make lower than that when they first start off. Some people might only be making $15,000 for the year, and that's okay, bro. We all got to start from somewhere. Listen, in my work history, my last job was when I was 23 years old. So from 16 to 23, I worked 7 years at a job. I worked at Winn-Dixie, Sbarro, and UPS. Did you know in those 7 years, I didn't even make $50,000, bro? That's what I'm saying, bro. So I know it's going to be different for some people. Some people might have a job that only pay them $12, $13 an hour. But you still could come up from that. Understand, you got to go through sacrifice and survival mode. It's okay to not buy these Jordans this week. It's okay not to go to the movies or go on dates. Focus on yourself. It's all about you and what you're trying to do. It's not about what this person's trying to do. Because me, I don't worry about what no one does, bruh. And every single time when I'm on TikTok and I go live and everything like that, I always tell these people, I don't think I make money. I don't care if I make over 100 bands a year. I don't care if I can make $10,000 a month. I would never be like, oh, I make a lot of money, because always understand, bro, it's always a bigger fish in the sea. It's always somebody that's doing what you do in 1 hour. Why would you even think you make money? Just know, what you make in 1 year, somebody made that already today. Just let that shit sink in. Whatever you made in a year, somebody made that shit today, so don't never think you make all the money, bruh. It was this song about what J. Cole was saying, right? Damn, bro. J. Cole was basically saying this, bro. I can't remember to the top of my head. But J. Cole was basically saying, I finally got a deal, but I still ain't got that Hove money. It got billionaires with petroleum would laugh if they had Hove money. Oh, shit. Damn, that's a hard ass bar, bruh. That's why I don't never be thinking I make all. No, bro. I just know how to make 500 to a band every day. And I'm happy with that, bro. When I keep putting this work in, it's going to get better and better and better. That's it. Other thing you got to do, baby, is you got to start creating a side hustle. It's a step that you got to take. Understand this shit is a marathon, bro, and not a sprint, not a race who trying to get there the fastest. If you try to get there the fastest, you going to fail miserably, bro. But if you take your time and be like, okay, bro, the one thing that I wanted to do, I wanted to get to $15,000, and I have $15,000 in savings. We did that first year. That's amazing. Somebody watching this video, they don't even got $1,000. I ain't trying to throw no shots at you. I'm just being 100. See, a lot of people don't like when people be 100 and honest with them. Feel what I'm saying? I'm not going to be a fucking liar, bro. It's okay if you got that $15,000. So it's okay. I commend you. Now what we gotta do, okay? How can I flip this shit? Bro, educate yourself. What can you sell? Because I'm gonna tell you straight up right now, man. The world is operated around products and services, bro. It's very, very simple. Not easy, but very, very simple. Sell something or provide a service. If you don't do either or those two, you're going to be employed by someone who does it. Examples, Apple Store. My favorite company in the world. Apple is a $1 trillion company. They're big as hell, bro. Everybody in the world knows them. You know when you buy an iPhone, when you buy one of these shits right here? When you buy one of these phones right here, right? You know what the employee at the Apple Store tells you? They say, congratulations. It's a fucking accomplishment to own this shit. Apple is a big ass company, right? But Apple would not be anywhere without their staff. That's why they pay their team members very, very well. You can't tell me with only a high school diploma, you can make $23 at a fucking job. Straight out of high school. You can't tell me that's not fire. You can't tell me that's not fire. And look, you see what Apple do. Apple sells a product and they provide services, bruh. Apple Music, Apple Pay, Apple TV, Apple Fitness, you feel me? They even got Apple Arcade games and shit. Come on, bro. This is what I'm telling you, bro. You have to sell something or provide a service. Just like if you a cook, you a chef. And June, when I went to Georgia, we ordered a personal chef. That boy made a big bag for 2 hours. Same day, my cousin wife, she got that boy a masseuse. That's a service, bruh. It's so much ways to get that 100 band, but I'm about to dive in this shit now, bruh. You gotta have a hustle mentality. Are you a hustler, bruh? Because if you're not a hustler, don't be thinking, oh, damn, bruh. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I believe it's easier to make 100,000, but to have access like $100,000 in liquid cash, that's very, very difficult, bruh. You have to be a different type of motherfucker, bruh. Me, for example, right? I'm 28 years old. I'm handsome. Right now, I'm like an 8. I'm like an 8.2. I ain't gonna give myself 10s because I ain't no 10, bro. I ain't got no six pack yet. But I'm a very handsome individual. I make decent money. I don't have no kids, bro. I can have a fucking $100,000 car and live in fucking Brickell. But for what? The only way I want that shit if I get some passive income, bro. Because understand, if I don't go hustle, if I don't go do what I need to do, I'm not gonna make money. So why put all my active income onto a big ass bill and then I'm gonna get overworked? Right now I'm peaceful as fuck. All my bills paid. I got a lot of bread if some shit hit the fan. You feel me? I'm thankful to God for this shit. Don't just be like on some, oh, I'm gonna go spend. No, bro, we want to save. You feel me? I got a Q50 now. When I got the Q50, I had like 90 racks. I think it was a little less. It was about like 70. And then I had rack, and then I racked 100 bands. When I got the Q50, I already had the payment to cash that shit out. That's when you get a car, bro. That's when you get a car note. If you got, because the only reason why I got a car note because I wanted to build my credit. But that shit still was not the right way to do it. You don't have to build your credit with a car note. Actually, when you pay off your loan, that shit gonna make your credit drop. That's why it's better to get credit with business and shit like that than fucking personal loans and shit, bro. Basically, when you get a car note, you're closing the account on your credit profile. They don't like to see accounts closed because they make your credit score drop. But you have to be a real strong individual to get to 100 bands, bro. If you're not a hustler, if you don't really want to grind, then this shit not for you, bro. I'm just giving you a couple tips and tricks. That's how it worked for me. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm a 6-figure flipper. That's why I'm on YouTube making these videos to try to get your life together. Not just about some phones, bro, because I'm real knowledgeable on a lot of shit that I taught myself. A lot of people ain't never teach me anything. So, do the right thing, man. Stay with your peoples as long as you can. Don't have no children, bro. I'm telling you right now, women and men, this is how you get to 100 bands fast. This is how you get to 100 bands before you 25, bro. This is for my 18, 19, and 20 years old, bro. You can bracket over 100 bands by the age of 25. I promise you this shit, bro. If you keep the blueprint, bro. Depending on your income, for the first 2 years, save 95% of your income. That other 5% is really for bills and shit. And you might have like $200 left. But save 95% of your income and don't have unnecessary bills like car notes, habits. Anything can be a habit. Going to the mall and going shopping every weekend is a bad habit. Going out to eat every week is a bad habit when you know you got groceries in the house. Drinking, partying, all these shits are a bad habit. We need to learn how to build good habits. You feel me? Go to the gym. Look at some YouTube videos on how to learn something else, how to do in life. You need to create good habits around your, your life. So you don't have to be like these people, bruh. I'm not saying you're gonna be a multi-millionaire because I'm not even a millionaire yet, but I know I'm gonna be one. I know if I keep doing exactly what I'm doing, I know I'm gonna be a millionaire, bruh. With no kids, come on, bruh. And that's the video. I don't know how the video gonna turn out. I hope y'all enjoyed this shit. We going to the DR next week. I'm gonna vlog that shit for y'all boys. If y'all boys interested in how to make money with iPhones, the link in the bio. I wrote 2 books about credit, and I got a book about iPhones, how to make 6 figures with iPhones. This is Bigg Ralphie, and we LA. Bow.